Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the grab, and it's good for a first down to the 36.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Bringing pressure. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To go with a direct snap. Powers through the tackle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Important second down play coming up. To the air, it's Martinez. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Handoff to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Using his legs here. Running with purpose. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers the fumble.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
Here's the second down play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The offense will line up, a chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Sooners churn out another first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got some room to work. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Martinez. Running out of time in the pocket. He's escaping the pocket now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This time a completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Direct snap to the back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. As a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make the play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Razorbacks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Bush.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to throw. It's Martinez. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running, pounding up quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He pulls in the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Martinez. And this pass is caught. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
2nd down after that completion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Sooners looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking for a gap, it's McCarthy. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Second down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he will be stuffed for no gain. This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. Dropping back. It's Wade. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set. Reading the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Linebackers making some adjustments now. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looking to throw. It's Martinez. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver makes the grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to extend the play. And all day in the pocket, finally delivers down the middle. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the third quarter, but it doesn't work. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. The pass is incomplete.